Good morning, everybody. Molly from So-and-so's Place. Wasn't real sure how I was going to talk to y'all about this, but I just decided I'd go ahead and do it. And I've got a few minutes before I have to leave for work this morning, and it's quiet here in the house. So I wanted to go ahead and say it. I have breast cancer, and I've been dealing with this since right before Christmas, and I'm almost through with chemo and getting ready to start the wild ride through radiation. And so anyway, God's got this. I'm good. I'm going to be fine. But I haven't felt real comfortable in front of the camera. So I've been kind of doing everything with my hands. And so that's why things have been kind of awkward. And you've been kind of having crickets on my Facebook feed and my YouTube videos. And so I didn't want y'all to think I was ignoring you, but that's what's been going on. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you. I don't have any hair. It's all gone. Hey, you know what? That's life. I'm praying for curls. Woohoo! But what I did want to share with you is how I've been kind of adapting to that, because you know I love color. So initially, what folks have done is they've given me, for instance, this really cute little cap. This is a typical chemo cap. The fabric is super soft, super soft. It's a nice knit. It's got a little brim on it, you know, and it's gathered in the back. And if you look underneath here, it's a circle. And it's got this elastic in the back, and somewhere here is one that I made. I can't find it. If I can, I'll post it in the pictures somewhere. I found a pattern online, and I made one that's very similar. Darn, I thought I had it handy. Maybe it's at the shop. Anyway, so I've got the pattern though. I'll show you the pattern. So this one, okay. Beautiful cap. Love the pattern. Too tight. Squeezed my head, especially since I wear glasses. It felt like it was a compression garment. And you know I wear compression socks, but I love those. Just a little too snug for me. So I don't wear that one. Next, a sweet friend gave me this one. This one's also designed for chemo patients. This is very similar to the one that I made. Love the bling. And it also has this piece of elastic in the back. Kind of gathers. Kind of felt like it was going to go bloop, bloop up on my head a lot. But cute, and I do wear it occasionally. Look at that, still got a piece of my hair on it from back when I had hair. But this one's really cute, and it's comfortable. Doesn't squeeze quite as much, but it does kind of squeeze. But not as much. So this one is a little bit bigger. I think my head measures at like 22. So if that's a good reference point for y'all. Next, I downloaded and did the pattern for this one. And it has the, also has the gathering here. And you can see on the inside, I did this one on the serger. Okay, and it has the elastic here. And this one was interesting. I've never done anything quite like this. And then you crisscross the two pieces. So it's really weird. It's like two rectangles, and then you slide one in between the other, and you lay them out flat, stitch, stitch. And then you go back and you stretch and pull. And you know how you do that sometimes with elastic, stretch and pull. And then you put your elastic in there. I did have to go about an inch longer on the elastic. The way the instructions say, it says you use a 5-inch piece of elastic. That wasn't enough. I did have to use a 6-inch piece of elastic for that one. And so I put that one on, and no. I didn't care for the look on me. So that was that one. And so if you can kind of imagine me in that. But again, color. Love the color. So next I grabbed this really awesome piece of art gallery fabric. And I just did the width of fabric. Okay, selvage to selvage. And this one is, I started off with a piece. I've got my cutting board right here in front of me, one of my cutting mats. I started with a piece that is 14 inches wide. Okay, this has been sitting folded up. 14 inches wide width of fabric, and I used my rolled edge foot and tied that on. It was okay, but as you can see, I left the edges square, and so it was kind of awkward. And I thought, okay, how can I adapt that? But again, this is art gallery fabric, and so it was very, very soft. And it tied up like this very beautifully. And I was like, okay, I'm onto something here. It fits over my glasses, and I'm comfortable in it. And it's adjustable, so I'm not uncomfortable. And again, I love the color. Hey, you know. So I had some beautiful Anna Marie Horner fabric in the shop. So I made it wider. I went to 18 inches. And then when I put it on, I took it and I made just a couple of little folds in it and then tied it on. And then in the back, I did a left over right, right over left. And the other thing is I took and I rounded the ends. I just took, I have a, what do you call? Hang on a second. Hang on. This isn't the one. This is the one. Okay. I'm tearing my shop up. I have just a little curve, and I just took a curve. Use whatever you've got handy. I just took a curve and rounded the outer edges. I just folded it in half with the fabric and just rounded my edges. Use anything you've got that's got a curve you like. I just rounded the edges, sewed it all the way around, flipped it under twice. In fact, I used my serger, which, you know me, I don't use a serger much. Flipped it under. I don't know if you can see that, but I just flipped it under all the way around, serged it, pressed it under, and stitched it. And that's it. And then when I put it on, I just, chemo brain, just put like a tuck and a tuck. That way I had a little bit of wiggle room here at my ears and my glasses. And then I just did left over right, right over left, and then this excess I put right under there. And then I tie it, and boom, it just sits right on my head. And it looks like I got a little bow. So I'm going to turn around, and I hope y'all can see this. And I just put the pretty side out, and then there's that little bit of excess right there. Okay? Because there's no hair under there. And it's like these other ones have all this extra pooch for hair. I don't have any hair. So what's with all this extra pooch hanging down there? I mean, what's with all that? You know, are they trying to mimic the fact that there's hair there? There's no hair there. It's not like my head goes bloop. You know, I'm not some kind of alien. Although I look like Smoog. Anyway, my husband says that I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, and hey, he's my biggest fan. So, anyway, that's what I did. The Anna Marie Horner fabric is incredibly soft as well. The thread count on the art gallery can't be beat. So I'm enjoying making these because they are wonderful. Let me show you that other pattern. That one also has a piece of elastic that you put in a little casing. I found that elastic was a little bit too long. If I do that one again, I'll make the elastic shorter because again, it gives kind of this effect and the pooch back here. And I felt like I was something off Little House on the Prairie. Hang on, here I come. Okay. So this is the pattern that I used. It was the Rossi scarf. And it has this casing for the elastic. I felt like this was too big for me. Now, you try it, you see what you think. So that's that one. And then this one is the one, this was on Sweet Red Poppy. And I did do the knitted twist cap. I did the blue line, which is, oh, I don't recall. That was the adult. And it says 5 inches for elastic. I had to use 6 to make that work. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all. Use that however you might find necessary in your life, or share with a friend. So that's where I've been. Please be patient with me. Good days, bad days, but hey, God's got this, and I will see y'all on the other side. Thank you very much for your love. Hey, so-and-so's place is still ticking along. Fabric's still coming in, and got to keep the place open. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.